This seems like a subject that at best comes up in tabloids, because taking jokes seriously is near irrational. Those who pride in real journalism would actually look into the group and find the responses jokes much more volatile than the jokes themselves. Death threats, threats of violence, wishing joke tellers to go through the experience of losing children at one point would flood the page more so than any of the jokes would. It's only been in the past month or so, since more media focus, that the attacks, including personal ones sent in private messages or to family members and friends, have come to a near complete stop. However, no actual research has been done on the group, as far as I've seen, and the only things posted in these news reports that have been on the group are the jokes themselves. So favoritism is shown and actual journalism is avoided to sway readers and watchers to be sympathetic to people who choose to be offended by a group in which they don't even have to look at. The content, though open to the public, is not visible until you click on the link. And then it is not your fault for looking, oh no, but the joke spinner's fault for posting jokes in a group specifically made for them. If people do not find this topic funny, no one is forcing them to laugh. In discussion about how dead baby jokes came about, most people who look far back enough will say it popped up in the late 70s. If such is the case, that means these jokes have been in circulation for at least 3 decades. So for it to be brought up in the media solely because it's on the internet, where there are full websites dedicated to the jokes as opposed to a single Facebook group, seems pointless. If the jokes are really the issue, why has it only been in the last few months the topic has become suddenly important? With far more pressing news to be reported, such as news on Haiti, possible discovery for an antidote for the malaria disease, political standpoints on health reform, ways of reducing green gas emission, the high numbers of gang rape and forced prostitution in the UK, etc., etc., it looks as if respected outlets for today's newest stories are wasting readers' time on unneeded awareness. Plus, bringing this group to light to some people who could have gone their entire lives without hearing of dead baby jokes seems less helpful than the intention of those speaking out against the group. Not only does this bring light to those oblivious to such jokes, but media coverage also points out to the group to people who like dead baby jokes and had not known of the group prior, thus growing the number of members. It is actually giving Facebook more of a reason to keep the group up and running. If you're running a petition or not, the group has a valid right to be there, whether it is thought of as distasteful or not. Even if the number were absurdly higher in the right-wing stance, it would impeach upon freedom of speech to close the group down. And even if the group was shut down, not only will countless sites still remain up and additional groups still be made on this topic, the jokes will still be told. Silencing one Facebook group, where most of the members are quite dormant in activity anyway, will not help the world, protect anyone's children, or save anyone's feelings. The only intention of the group opposing it is to have a victory. It is a needless battle to see who will come up on top. However, it is one-sided. No one in the dead baby jokes group cares whether or not the other group gets shut down or not. They just want to share jokes amongst each other, whether or not everyone enjoys them. So how are they in the wrong?